Today, we're going to talk about yet another scammer, this time somebody that has allegations towards trimming cards, selling fake cards all the way back to 2014. There's actually a blowout thread about this guy in 2019, and I want to talk about this because I want you guys to keep this sort of stuff front of mind. This stuff is out there. It does happen a lot more than what you think, and whilst we've talked about it a lot on this channel in the past, I want to flag it and bring it front of mind again today to highlight what resources you can be using to sort of spot this kind of thing and how you can avoid getting burned yourself. Because like I said, he's named all the way back in 2014. There's a 19-page blowout thread going back to 2019 with this guy's name. And as recently as last month, he was selling on COMC, per my understanding, under this known alias, under this known name, which is, really surprising to me, especially when you look at the volumes of cards this guy that's been alleged to have been fake that he sold, and he's still selling under that name on COMC. It makes me scared about, how many people are out there still recently buying these things and they're still fake from this guy. So anyway, that was a bit of a word vomit from me. Probably didn't make sense, but I want to talk about this to bring it to your attention, like I said. Now, this was first brought to my attention from Owen35. We've referenced him quite a lot on this channel. He's helped me out with a lot of videos actually, because he's on, X, and there's a lot of research when it comes to, finding these things. So I've obviously seen this post on X from him, and I thought, what, this is interesting. Now, it talks about the fact that this individual over here, Stephen Tomolan, I believe is how you pronounce the name, is on COMC. He's selling under that name, and he has, these detailed thread. His post basically says, to avoid confusion, this check out my cards account appears to be linked to a known fraudster and has several fake/backdoored cards currently listed. So going to my point earlier, people are out there probably still buying these things that the community are saying is fake or stolen. Now, the blowout thread is listed below, and it's this one over here, going back, like I said, all the way to 2019. So this thing is, 19 pages long at this point, and the original poster in this thread details all the things that he thinks is fake or stolen or what is wrong with them. So, I'm not going to go through all that now. I would encourage you guys to come, read it for yourself or paste it down in the comments below. The thing I do want to flag, though, is as early as December last year, towards the end of this page, you had Auburn35 comment, and it's over here that the original poster for this thread, i.e. the one that was posted in 2019, has noticed that there's a seller on COMC under the name he called out in 2019 with all those fake cards and backdoored cards is selling on COMC. And what's disappointing, I can't recall if I said this earlier, but the COMC account is still active. And you can sort of see that here on his page is all the cards he has listed. Now, it looks very different to what was screenshotted over here, so I'm not sure if all those other cards were sold or if he just took them down himself. My internet's a bit spazzy right now, so I can't check it for myself, but one of those ones that, is very concerning. The fact that you can have a known name out there and this person's still selling these things is very, very disappointing. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because through a bit more investigation and via a new blowout thread, which is this one over here, again created by the same original poster for that other thread that I just mentioned, they've tied him to an eBay account with a number of fake cards as well. And that's what this post over here from Auburn35 goes on to say. He says, the blowout found another account linked to this individual. eBay has since taken down the account, per my understanding. You can sort of see that over here. It's gone. But he references all these fake cards. He references the new blowout thread plus a Sports Card Radio article, which I'll show you in a second. Now, this is that post, and he's referred to as being a long-time scammer. He's been selling numerous fake autographs via his eBay account, Clear Blue Consignment, and with fake patches apparently as well, and also some trim cards in the past. Apparently, he sold a lot of fake patches through Probstein. I'm not sure how they've gone ahead and confirmed that, but read these threads and you'll sort of see it for yourself. This is allegedly what the dude looks like. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but these are all the cards that they've gone on the record as saying are fake. Now, to reference that Sports Card Radio article, I don't know when this was posted. I think it was posted in 2019 or 2020. If one of the brothers want to comment down below, they can confirm it, but they do talk about the fact of that first blowout thread that I just mentioned, and he sold a number of fake Topps cards, and he apparently also pretended his grandmother passed away in 2016 in order to get out of scamming someone, allegedly. He also had this eBay username was the one he used in the past, and apparently has worked with some other alleged trimmers. And you can sort of see this down below, that what Sports Card Radio was able to flag at the time was that these two cards were trimmed by this individual, totaling $1,200 USD, and they've actually got him flagged as being an alleged card trimmer. Now, this sort of goes to what I said in the intro of my video. You've got all these resources out there. You can have an individual that has allegations towards, selling fake cards since 2014, having a blowout thread with dozens of pages saying he's an alleged trimmer, he's selling fake cards, so on and so forth, going all the way back to 2019 on the blowout threads, right? You've then got, a Sports Card Radio article talking about those same sorts of things. You've got all these things where this guy's name is mentioned Yet you can still have an individual be so brazen to use that name on COMC to then allegedly also list fake cards, trim cards on their platform and not get caught or get away with it for so damn long. And obviously these are allegations, but like I said, read the blurb threads, and there's a lot of evidence there that makes you really question things, and it's pretty hard to argue against based on reading this article. So obviously go ahead and make up your own mind, but it's just pretty, surprising that in 2025 you can still have people be that brazen, get called out, have all these things written about them, yet then still go ahead and sell successfully under their own name. I just don't get it. And I wanted to use this as a reminder, like I said, that if you're going ahead and buying off someone, there's nothing, really stopping you from Googling their name to sort of see what's out there. And obviously it's a really crappy thing to have to do. Like, you like to think there's some trust in life and in this hobby, but like we've sort of seen over the last 4 or 5 years in particular, that's sort of diminished quite a lot, right? There's a lot of people out there that are willing to sort of rip you off and take every single advantage they can get. So I wanted to use this as a reminder, guys. If you're going ahead and buying, an expensive card or buying off somebody new, there's nothing really stopping you from doing a quick search onto blowout forums to see if that person is named, going to the Sports Card Radio website to see if they're named, going on YouTube and seeing if they're named, going on, Tiffany Card's website to see if they're associated with a known fake or trim card, going on the Sports Card Scammer Facebook group and doing the same sort of thing, right? There's all these, resources out there that it always surprises me that people still get burned. And obviously, like I said, there needs to be a bit of trust, and it's really sad to say that, there's so many people out there looking to rip people off, but it's just weird. I don't get how somebody can be that brazen. Well, I guess if they're a scammer, they're going to go ahead and do it anyway, but all the more reason to do the work and try and Google a bit further to see if that sort of stuff is happening or tied to that person. You're doing the same sort of thing when you're, going ahead and buying something from a Facebook group. There's tons of Facebook groups there for cards, and you see vouching happen all the time. You see people saying, hey, have you ever dealt with this individual before, and so on and so forth. We've talked about it, time and time again, where you've had videos being made, like made by me, right? People reach out and say they got scammed, and then you look into the detail and you realize the person who scammed them is known to have done that in the past. And it's like, mate, if you just spent 5-10 seconds, you could have saved yourself a lot of money and hassle just for spending those 5 or 10 seconds, like I just mentioned. I don't get it. And I've had a lot of people in the past push back when I've made videos like this saying, well, that's their own problem. Who cares about them? They didn't do their research. They're idiots, so on and so forth. But that's not how my brain works, right? I want to help people, and I don't like seeing it happen, especially when you have it done by somebody that's, so well known in the community as being an alleged scammer, being an alleged trimmer. Like, it doesn't make sense to me when those resources are there. So again, use the blowout threads, use Sports Code Radio's website, use my videos, use their videos, use, YouTube in general, use, the Sports Card Scammer Tracker Facebook group, use Tiffany Cards and the like. You're gonna find out pretty quickly that, this person is maybe no good, right? So anyway, make up your own mind. It is what it is. I've had people again recently say my videos are too negative. They'll probably say the same thing about this one, but I don't get it. So anyway, I'm rambling. My kids are crying in the background. I need to go help the wife. So, let me know any thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this individual. Let me know if you've bought from them. Hopefully you haven't. And then we'll go from there down in the comments below. Sorry, my voice just completely went on a bit of a coughing fit, which is why I had to cut the video. But anyway, that's sort of it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.